Hello and welcome back to the Toreo channel. For those of you who are new to this channel, my name is Shota Sagara. I'm a Japanese professional footballer, but also the founder of Toreo Sportswear. The season has just ended, so I'll be heading back to Bangkok, Thailand for my off season. And in this video, I'll be looking back at this season, how it went, and I'll also be talking about what I'm going to be doing during the off season and my plans for the next season. Enough being said, let's get straight into the video. Hey guys, so I just arrived at the gate. I just bought some souvenirs for my parents and for my girlfriend's parents. And yeah, I bought some chocolate because apparently they're kind of famous in Armenia. I didn't know that. I mean, I've been here for over 8 months. I didn't know that. I haven't really tried Armenian chocolate, but yeah, we'll see if it's good. And yeah, so we played our last game yesterday against Andranik and we lost 3-2. I didn't start that game. I was on the bench because I told the coach that I was leaving. So obviously they prioritized the players that are staying, or told the club that they're staying. Who knows if they're actually staying. But yeah, so I haven't played the last 2 games. Yeah, but I mean, it is what it is. And about yesterday's game, we were losing 3-0. And then I went on in the 70th minute. And we somehow managed to score 2 goals, but we still lost 3-2. But very happy. I mean, didn't really do much, to be honest, but you know, it's nice to come on and and something happens. It's a nice feeling. So yeah, that's the end of Armenia's chapter. I think I don't know if I'll be coming back here, but yeah, it was I think it's the right time to leave. There's some team drama as well within the team, and yeah, honestly, it's not a great environment at the moment. So yeah, I think it's the right time. I have no regrets. I was very happy with the season. I played most games, didn't get the result that I was expecting. I thought I would get more goals and assists, but unfortunately, I mean, they made me play defensive mid, so I was a bit far from goal, and they literally told me not to go up. So yeah, I mean, that kind of affected my goal and assist, but I mean, overall, not too bad. So yeah, I'll be talking about my season in more depth when I land in Dubai, because I have a 7-hour layover. I honestly don't know what to do during that 7 hours because I've never had a layover more than 3-4 hours. So not excited, but yeah, see you in a bit. So I just landed, but I just wanted to talk about something that just happened that really pissed me off. So, obviously at the connection, you have to show your passport and they ask you where I'm going and they check my, my ticket, right? And they just looked at me, and as I was handing the ticket, he was like, "Where are you going? Beijing?" Like, bro, I literally handed my boarding pass. Just look at the fucking boarding pass and stop assuming I'm fucking Chinese. It just happens everywhere. It just actually pissed me off. Like, everywhere I go, they're like, "Oh, ni hao, are you Chinese?" Even if I say I'm Japanese, they're like, "Ni hao." Fuck off, man. Honestly. Oh, and you know what also pissed me off? Like, people have such a negative connotation on Chinese people, so they literally change how they act around me after I tell them I'm Japanese. So like, if I told them I'm Chinese, they'll just, fucking make fun of you, just say some racist shit. But after they find out that I'm Japanese, they'll be like super kind. So that's why I hate being called Chinese or like being associated with Chinese. I have nothing against Chinese. Like, it's different if I was, assumed I was Korean or something, because they're not gonna, treat me differently just because I'm Korean. But I don't know what it is. They just need to stop this. Literally so eerie because there's literally no one at the Dubai airport. It's like, am I in the wrong place or something? Like, I know I have a 7-hour layover, but it's just, I'm used to Dubai airport being like absolutely full, and I can't even fucking walk straight, So I honestly don't know what's happening. It's so weird. I honestly don't know what to do for the next 6 hours. But my Apple Watch is kind of broken. Like, my battery life is literally like 5 hours because I have the Apple Watch 3. So I'm just like in the Apple store right now, and I'm looking for Apple Watch because I don't know if I should get an Apple Watch or like a Garmin or like, I don't know, like Xiaomi, whatever, or a Fitbit, but it's quite expensive, so I don't know. I don't even know if I should get it because I already have the Whoop, but I want a watch, that's gonna tell me all the notifications and stuff. So I'm contemplating. So I got myself some McDonald's because I haven't eaten since the morning because I slept through the flight, so I missed the meal. But yeah, it's my first McDonald's since February. So I just got the Dubai chocolate, the famous one. That, it's like basically going viral on like TikTok. I finally got it. I'm gonna try it when I get home. And I got it from my girlfriend and some of my friends as well. So very exciting. Hey guys, I know I'm lying down right now. 2 more hours to go. And I just wanted to kind of go through my season and tell you a bit about what the situation was like. So basically, at the start of the season, when I first went, he first told me that, I was playing in the Spanish 4th Division, right? And the agent told me that the Armenian League is the same level as the Armenian 4th League, or the same level as the Japanese 3rd League, J3. So I was like, oh, the level's very good. So that's why I went. That's why I risked everything and went to Armenia, even though a lot of people say, nah, why the fuck are you going to Armenia? But yeah, so I made that decision. I went there. I went to one trial, actually, and I was there for about 2 weeks. They really liked me, and I thought I was going to sign. And then one of the players told me they already signed 40 players. So I was like, oh, okay, I guess it's better to go to some other team because apparently the starting 11 is kind of like set. Because what happened was 2 teams, one of them basically bought another club and they just kind of merged together and all the players kind of stayed. So, I mean, it wasn't an ideal situation for me, especially because, I came pretty late and a lot of the players already signed. So I said, okay, I want to go to a different team. And that's how I went to my current team, or my ex-team, I could say now. And I went there. I didn't expect it to be that bad, When I first got there, there were, fat people, literally. I mean, if you look at my highlight video, the video where I'm wearing light blue kit, as you can see, there's some players who doesn't look like professional footballers, and they weren't. There were basically some players who were in FC Benton before it became professional. So when it was an amateur team, it's a player that was playing in the amateur league, so they weren't exactly professional, but we just didn't have enough player at the time. So we signed them until we got more players, basically. And after we got more players, they all got sacked, and that was that. But yeah, I was shocked. When I first got to the resident, I mean, it's still not good. But when I first got there was no kitchen. There was no toilet, so we had to, do our business outside in the bushes. So yeah, I mean that was a first for me. We didn't have hot water for the longest time. We didn't even have shower. What else? So yeah, we didn't even have kitchen. So we didn't even have a cook. So we were eating plain potatoes every single day with butter and a bit of onion. So that was our food. Oh, and bread as well. But yeah, that was the situation for the first maybe 2 weeks, which was absolutely crazy. And I told my agent I didn't want to stay there, but he told me that there was no other option, which was a lie, because some of the players that I was on tryout with went to a different team. I mean, obviously they had different agents, but yeah, so that was a lie. But he was basically just lazy to take me anywhere else. And this was the team that I would 100% get signed because of the club situation, basically. And yeah, so it wasn't great, obviously. For the first few days, I didn't even have a proper mattress. I didn't have any blankets. I didn't have anything. So I was basically sleeping on the floor, which was terrible. Yeah, I mean, the first week was bad. I don't even know how else I could explain it. But yeah, and after a while it got better. Our first game was against the team that I went on trial with, and we lost 7-0 in the cup, which was, a punch in the gut, because that was my first official professional game. Because when I first signed my professional contract in Spain, I didn't get any minutes with the first team, so technically this was my first proper season as a professional playing. So it was a punch in the gut, but I would say that was my best game throughout the season, because I had so much motivation, because it was my first professional game. I wanted to show the other team what they're missing out on, and I was very happy in my performance, even though we lost 7-0. And yeah, I mean, considering we had a bunch of amateur players, I mean, that's the result that we kind of expected. And after that, the league started. And the first 2 games I was on the bench. I played a few minutes, which was surprising because obviously I was 100% the best player on the pitch for the first game in the cup game, even though we lost 7-0. So I was completely shocked, and it completely took me off guard. Yeah, so first 2 games I played, and the next 2 games was even more shocking because I wasn't even on the bench. But that was that. And thankfully, I mean, it just sounds bad, but the team didn't really do well, so they decided to put me into the starting 11. And first game in the starting 11 in the league, I had an assist. So after that, I was constantly playing until the very last game of the first leg, because I didn't have a very good game, and they blamed everything on me, and they just said, okay, you're on the bench now. So that was that, which was okay. I learned my lesson. I mean, as a foreign player, you're kind of expected to play very, very good, like much better than everyone else. And I felt like in that game, I didn't play bad. I definitely did not play bad, but I was average. I was playing like everyone else, which is not what a foreigner should be doing. I had to be playing 3-4 steps ahead of everyone, which I wasn't, so that makes sense. And then for the second half of the season, I thought I left the team, so I terminated my contract. I came back because, if you've seen my other vlogs, you would know, but I didn't have the best offers, so I decided to go back because I wanted to keep playing instead of waiting for the next season. So I decided to go back to FC Anthony, and I went back. I started basically almost every game except against Chirac. I was on the bench, which was absolutely shocking because what the fuck. And I didn't even play that game. I was just sitting on the bench, and that was absolutely shocking. But yeah, I mean, this coach, he's very unpredictable. He sometimes put our best player on the bench for no reason, and it just makes absolutely no sense. But I mean, he's the type of guy who does that. So that was that. And after that, I'm back on the starting 11. But in the last 2 games, I don't know why, but I was on the bench again. And against Bookman, which was first place, we lost 4-1, I think it was. And they won the league against us, which was kind of embarrassing. But I didn't even play that game, which was very surprising. And we lost 4-1, so it kind of, shows, what they're missing, kind of. So I kind of expected to play the next game, but I didn't. I played 20 minutes, I think. But yeah, I wasn't even on the starting 11, and the coach basically kicked out half the team. So we only had 3 players on the bench, and me being one of them, it was kind of embarrassing. And I was very sad about it. But I mean, it's the last game, it doesn't really matter. It does matter, but I can't really do anything about it. Past is past. I thought I did pretty well during training as well. So, some things are just basically uncontrollable. So it is what it is. And I didn't play. I played, and I played 20 minutes. We were losing 3-0, and then I went on, and we lost 3-2, but we scored 2 goals in 20 minutes, which is not bad. And we were definitely attacking constantly, and we just couldn't score at the end. We just couldn't get the extra 2 goals that we needed. But at the end of the day, I thought I did what I could do in 20 minutes. So overall, I don't think I had a bad season. Was it a good season? I don't think so. I feel like I could have done so much more. And yeah, what I really struggled with this season was motivation, because obviously the pitch was terrible. So, as my playing style is basically pass and move, if I can't control the ball properly, and if I can't pass the ball properly, it kind of takes my motivation away, because that's what I enjoy doing the most. And because the pitch was very bad, even if I do make a good pass, it might bounce somewhere else because of the rocks and the bumps in the pitch. So yeah, I was getting very stressed about it, and because I wasn't playing very well in training, even though I was playing well in the games, my motivation during training was very low, and I got very lazy, and that really affected my game. And that kind of shows, because my first few games with the team, I was doing very, very well. But towards the end of the season, I wasn't doing as well. Well, I was doing well, but I was just a bit more lazy. I feel like I didn't go press when I needed to, for example. I kind of got lazy, and I just sat back, and I wasn't aggressive, and I wasn't basically playing my football. So I feel like the way I showed up in training kind of reflected straight into the game, which was a learning curve for me. And I think it was a very important experience for me. But with that being said, I was the most disciplined, 100% the most disciplined in the team. I was the only person who would get up in the morning and I'll do extra training, because I felt like, I was being lazy, and I wasn't performing at my best because I was lazy during training. So I decided to, wake up in the morning every single day and, sprint, run, do whatever, do some ball mastery and stuff, because, I didn't want to forget how to play football, basically, it sounds crazy, but yeah. So that definitely helped, and I built a lot of discipline through that. I was very happy with myself, and I want to keep doing that during the off season as well, because I feel like that's gonna bring me to the next level, and I really need it. Because one thing I learned from a few of the African players that was in the team, is that I'm technically better than them, but they can run like crazy. Like some of the individual training that they do, like the personal training that they do, they just run. They just keep running. They do some fartlek training. And I usually do 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and then I do ball mastery after that. But these guys are running 1 hour, 30 minutes, sprinting, jogging at a very high pace. And I feel like that's what I'm missing, and that's the difference between, Asian players and African players. So I'm gonna implement that into training as well. And yeah, overall, I learned a lot from this experience, and I feel like this was my first step into professional footballer, and I feel like things are gonna get better, hopefully, in the future. And yeah, so my plan for when I get back to Thailand is definitely be taking a lot of vlogs about, how to stay healthy, not just football, because I know I've been posting a lot of football stuff, but I wanted to kind of reach a wider range of audience. That I want to make more relatable content, something to do with weight loss, about health tips, about gym, about running, all these kind of, healthy habits that you can do or implement on a daily basis. I want to kind of show that in Thailand. So I'm going to be taking a lot of YouTube the rest of the week.
arrived in Bangkok, but now we're waiting for the bags. It's probably gonna take a while because it always does. So yeah, and my parents are waiting outside, so they're excited.